Here is Sunny Hostin of The View. Listen to the way she talks about this ruling on The View, SOT 17.
Alito argued that the vast social change has occurred throughout the country, and particularly in the South, indicating that racism no longer exists in this country. I can tell you, as a black woman, that my father was born in 1949. He remembers segregated schools. He remembers segregated water fountains. He remembers that he did not have full civil rights. And he told me when I turned 40 years old that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And he is still alive today, and I am still alive today, and I have been discriminated against. And now I have to tell my children that they have less civil rights than I did when I was born.
That's true.
That is disgusting, despicable, and I am devastated by this particular Supreme Court decision, even though, Whoopi, we did know this was coming.
What about, wait a second, what about Clarence Thomas? Didn't he stick up for his own group?
He did not.
He did not.
No. He is part of the majority here.
Yeah. These are what we call lies. Your thoughts on Sunny Hostin?
I actually remember in the 80s and 90s when Joe Biden was in Congress actually advocating for segregation in schools, and yet now he's allegedly one of the champions, or he's the representative for the party of champions for equality and anti-racism. It's really ridiculous to defend that aspect of the Voting Rights Act, because essentially by empowering or drawing districts for races specifically, you inherently disenfranchise other races in these districts. It just seems very plain and simple to understand. And I don't understand why this is now like the second coming of segregation or slavery to the left. It's really ridiculous to me.
They explicitly say what I just said. Listen to this follow-up by that sage Whoopi Goldberg, who we all do turn to for constitutional analysis. She's even worse than Sunny, SOT 18.
Right now, it sounds like it's just affecting people of color. We know better. We knew this was coming. So this is meant to discourage you from voting. This is meant to make you feel like you don't have a voice. You do have a voice. Do not forget that. Here's the other problem. You know, we make laws to fix problems. We put the Voting Rights Act together because there was an issue, because they were keeping people from voting.
Right.
They were literally shooting people. They were running them down with dogs to keep them from voting. Okay, let's start with that. So when they say that problem is gone, it's not gone. No. Because you're still doing it. You're still doing it.
We are so derelict in missing that. My God.